Okay. All right. So, take 2. Here we go. Seriously, this music is really, really catchy. I don't know. I just kind of like want to dance to it. I feel like everything is going to change. My perspective on life will be shattered because of this game. So I did read the warning already. That was fun. And one of the Steam reviews basically says if you're like suicidal or whatever, if you're suicidal or depressed or whatever, do not play this game. So, if you are suicidal or depressed or contemplating murder of yourself or other people, tune out now. Don't hang out here with this. Yeah. So I am none of those things. I got past the suicidal stage of life. It was great. Middle school was a weird time. It is for everybody, but whatever. Yes, I did, in fact, read the Steam description typed by Monica, so that was interesting. So, hey, listen, everybody go through some stuff. So, if you're going through some stuff right now, this probably isn't the stream for you. Okay. Let's do this thing. I'm so ready. We are 12 minutes late. Let's get started. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I'd just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Like my out-of-breath girl. Yeah. Midi Argentinum, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. Wait, sorry, that's me. Oh, shoot, wait, no, I need, it's my name. Oh, shoot, let's do this over again. Main menu. Dang it, yes, I need an entirely new game. Wait, can I delete my name? Help, how do I messed up. No, okay, wait. New game. It doesn't let me change my name. Dang it, okay. Crap, I did the game as test. Go into the game files. Okay, let me do that. Let me go into the game files. I guess. Delete the save file. Okay. Alright, program files. No, wait, it's not there. Where do I save those? Here we go. Oh man, this is just rife with problems today. Okay, so delete the save file, game characters. Okay. Okay, how do I... Okay, game folder. Okay, I have no... Okay, there we go. Delete the file first run. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so, it looks like... No, wait. Settings. Yes, let's, main menu. Here we go. Yeah, okay. What the heck is going on? This should be fully... Okay. I'm still here, guys. This game is just, it is rife with technical difficulties. Let's start this thing over. Launch this thing full stream. Man, I am just, delete my existing data. Yes. Perfect. Here we go. Okay. We are back. Let me get through this. I agree. Yes. This is a horrible game. It's horrifying. I am like the worst. The worst. There we go. Okay. Not suitable for children. Okay. Cool. So let's go to settings. Make this thing full screen. And now it should get picked up by the stuff. Welcome. All right. Cool. So this game is already creepy, and it's been doing some weird stuff for me. So, all right. Cool. We are set and ready. And let me transition from male to female. I'm just kidding. All right, my name is Tzsweezy. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be my name. All right, there we go. Let's play this game. All right. Are you guys like? Is it coming? Okay. What the heck? What the frick? Like, it's a full screen game. God dang it. What the deuce? Say something about this game just does not want me to play it. Frick. Streamlabs OBS. For some reason, the thing is frozen. It doesn't usually freeze. Here, let's transition. Let's go back to the live scene. Let's pick it up where it's at. Okay. Transition. Here we go. Let's try this now. Does it change? All right. It's unfrozen. Fantastic. So hopefully that should be the end of the weird things. Yeah, you know, Skyrim has no issues for me, and, yeah, it's gotta be Monica messing up this thing. Okay, so, Sayori, my neighbor, good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Here we go. It's working again. Awesome. We shall defeat Monica together. Okay, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me, I'd probably feel better running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sarah catch up to me. Third time is the charm. No, Media Argentinum. I have never played this game before. So I'm assuming that these technical difficulties are a result of this game. So keep tuning in. All right. I'm out of breath. I just ran. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tzsweezy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them thinking we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tzsweezy, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not... Oh, wait, that's me. Oh, shoot. Okay, wrong voice. I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't know. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That hits a little close to home. Moving on. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Wait, so I play a neckbeard? I'm a neckbeard right now? I'm a shut-in neat? That's what I am? Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I'm a freaking shut-in neat. Wait, but maybe if I die, then I go to, like, the Konosuba anime universe, and I get to see Aqua, and that'd be really fun, but she's kind of useless. But Mega Man is awesome. Okay. I am not a shut-in neat in real life. Okay. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise to me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. You know, No on YouTube, I have heard of that game only because I had friends in college that wanted to play that game just to find out what the heck it was about. So I imagine that's really weird. All right, here we go. Back to the story. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, it's over. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the Anime Club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You didn't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the Anime Club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I love cupcakes. I'll go for cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes, let's go! This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, back to this. And thus marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Okay, so the music cut out at this point. Is this another technical difficulty? Is that literally what happens in this game? Because I kind of miss that upbeat music. Chat, help me out here. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Okay, the music is back. I guess that was supposed to happen.
Everyone! Everyone! A new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Tzsweezy. What a nice surprise. Okay, the way Girl 3 is drawn, she reminds me of, Urza Scarlet from, freaking Fairy Tale. That's what she reminds me of. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about these voices. I don't do girl voices very well. So, yeah. Definitely Urza Scarlet. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Okay, the typical anime positioning here of the hair between the breasts to emphasize the breast. I see what you're doing, graphic artist. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tzsweezy. Monika smiles sweetly. I can't believe I agreed to play this game. This is weird. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monika. Come sit down, Tzsweezy. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit down next to me, or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! That, I don't know even how that sounds, but... Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's so adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cute Bakery, wonderful. Oh my gosh. I freaking love Cute Bakery. It's like It's only slightly better than normal bakery, but oh my gosh. Okay, back to the story. The whiskers are drawn with little icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Okay, this is just adorable. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Same. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Hey, Ratone, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I've missed you in the last couple of streams. Hope you and Samus are doing all right. This is a little weird. My students requested this, so here we go. Yeah. Back to the story. All right. We dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I mean, I kind of do, in mine. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not what... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs just yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own little club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics. Oh, wait, it's Monica's voice, my bad. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It's like dating all in a nutshell right there. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tzsweezy, what kind of things do you like to read? Oh, fantasy novels mostly. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Same, girl, we on the same wavelength. That's, yeah. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I feel like that's an insult. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Hello, Quoma! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that live. Somebody clip that. If you're on Twitch, clip that for posterity's sake. Oh, I used W's instead of R's. Oh, God, this game is already making me feel bad. Whatever. Okay. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Welcome, PandiKat. Thank you for subscribing. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just gonna check something here. Okay, up in the corner, there we go. Here we go. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to write to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. So kind of like streaming live for an audience, because you guys are basically getting exactly me, but just a little amped up. Yeah. Okay. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tzsweezy? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hey, Tiffany Palmer, welcome to the stream. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare blankly back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Tzsweezy, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Poor little anime smiles. They're so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's unbearable. It is unbearable how cute anime smiles are. Okay. Man, my weebness is coming out. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Who's my favorite so far? That's a great question. Let me turn down this this background volume a little bit because my voice is about the same level of volume. I don't know how that's coming through in the stream. But my favorite so far, I know nothing about these girls, right? So we just started this off. But purple-haired Yuri, because purple hair. And I think I'm a little biased towards that color because my wife's hair was purple not too long ago. I dyed it pink recently, and then all the dyes just come out. So I'm a huge fan of the purple-blue color spectrum when it comes to hair. Which is maybe more information than you wanted to know, but you asked, and you shall receive. Welcome to the stream. Alright, welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Tzsweezy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Morgan, Mick, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in and joining. I'm glad to have you. How was your day today? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing style? Wait, so my character is totally just interested in Monika. The rest of these girls, did nothing for him. But Monika is his thing. Okay. Pandeko, you say Sayori is the best, but I don't know. Personally, anybody that's running down the street with their arms flailing, No. No, thank you. Morgan, I'm doing all right. I'm trying to maintain a female, some type of fake female voice throughout this stream when I read the characters, so we'll see how that lasts. But it's been a good day. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Tzsweezy, since we're already out here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika, and the whole world changed when Monika attacked. They're like the avatar of this game. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in Literature Club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Shoot. Okay. What the heck? Wait. Wait, so you're literally just like selecting words. Do you get to put them in any order? Like lollipop, wrath, peace, heartbeat, warm, electricity, vertigo, daydream, pain, aura, tenacious, nature, anime, massacre, skirt, ocean, headphones, boop, shiny, bunny. I legitimately I don't know what just happened, so we'll freaking see. Okay. Hi again, Tzsweezy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tzsweezy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tzsweezy always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. That's accurate. Oh my gosh, that's accurate. I hope this is always how this game is played and not just some weird, creepy stuff, because, yeah, the minute I stop having fun, the minute I stop doing my best. So, he helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh, don't be jealous, Yuri. Don't be jealous. My heart's for you, girl. How come? You and Tzsweezy can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you in something today, you know? Oh, guys. Oh, thank you for hanging out in the chat. This is just really freaking weird. Okay. But wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. As she throws her arms behind her back and, like, drawing focus to her chest. This is really strange, guys. Nobody talks about this in class tomorrow. Nobody. Not within earshot of me, at least. Okay. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... how is this girl accidentally being so cute? I know, right? Like, oh my gosh. So cute. So cute. Oh, no. Morgan, no, I did not catch that. Thank you for letting me know. It looks like the chat box isn't working. I don't know what's going on with tonight's technical difficulties and junk. It might be because my wife and I are trying to do the same, use the same accounts with Streamlabs, but I don't bloody know. So that's a bummer, but whatever. I'm still getting the chat. I will still try to respond to you guys, even though it's not syncing up tonight, which is dumb, but whatevs. All right. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Not rummaging. Rummaging is not a word. But rummaging around in the closet. And this music is so just like, I'm gonna sleep tonight with this in my dreams. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She better not be reading hentai in there. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Not gonna make that joke or comment. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Oh my gosh, the truth of that statement. The truth of that statement. It's kind of like admitting you love anime, right? You got to make fun of anime people until you know the other person watches anime too. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. That's an insult. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Is that Parfait? Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Tzsweezy. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. What does mo mean? What does mo mean? Can someone get me the definition on what mo means? Please. Because I know not what mo means. There we go. Okay. Don't just stand there. Wow. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I came out of the closet, guys. Then she takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Oh, thank you, Andrew, Sword. It's like cute little chibi girls. Okay. Okay, Mo. Okay. Okay. Momon is a Pokemon mod? Ah, well, you have to show me that. Maybe we'll play that here. Who knows? Okay. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Ooh, we cuddling. We cuddling on day 1, well, I guess day 2 of Literature Club. Who's the man? I'm the man. Or she's just really desperate. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. How do you do... What do I even read for blank exclamation? I don't even know how to read that. I have watched so much anime and there's nothing that's prepared me for blank exclamation point. I got nothing. Okay. Don't say that. You'll make me feel all weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly to be sitting this close to her either. I would never spit on her, partially because she's an anime character. And anyways, that got weird. So back to the thing. Okay. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's really a funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and some of their romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Wow! Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Don't lie, girl. I've done it. You've done it. It's happened. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Listen, we're all that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know, okay, when I agreed to do this requested thing, I didn't realize the entire game would be me reading out loud. This feels like English class all over again. I mean, you guys seem to be enjoying it, so that's great, but man, yeah, public reading. Okay. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Thanks, Maximus Smith. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. You do you, Natsuki. You do you. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. You know what? I found that it's easier to find friends who judge you and then just don't care afterwards. I think that's so much easier, right? Because everybody judges everybody else. But I think true good friends are the ones that are judging you and then just like, screw it, I don't freaking care. Thanks, Morgan. I hope it does get a little bit better. It's fun. It's fun. It's interesting, right? And then there's cute anime girls on the screen too, so, whatever. But, man, I am admitting I'm a weeb to my students. This is strange. All right, let's keep going. I'm already kind of a loser, so nobody clip that. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part is accurate? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it with you. Hey. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Yeah, this is my first playthrough. I have never played this game. All of you following on Twitch, I am having some weird technical difficulties tonight. So thank you for subscribing. I'm getting the notifications on my phone. They should be showing up on the screen, but they're not. And my wife and I experienced that yesterday on her stream, and I'm not really sure what's going on. It bears like really looking into. So I am sorry about that. But just know that I am thankful you are joining me and that you are subscribing or following. I guess not subscribing; it's different terminology for YouTube and Twitch. But thank you for following and welcome to the stream. Well, it's not like any of that solves my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. This is Tokyo Overflow. This is like poem 1. Poem 1. I started this thing at 6, so this is poem 1. I'm just kind of going through everything. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. And Dr. Exor, if you're following me on Twitch and you're still around right now on Twitch, I will see you soon, buddy. I will see you soon in real life. So, thanks for joining the Twitch stream. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. All right, this is okay. Just a real quick for those in the chat. Is my voice coming through at a level that you can distinguish it easily between the from the music? Like, is it coming through decent enough? Okay, cool. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure, because I mean, in my headphones, it's coming through pretty loud, and I just want to make sure you can hear me. So. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. And Shawsonic, what do you mean rethink that phrasing? I don't remember what I said. I probably said a lot of things. So. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. All right. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I don't really plan on using any of my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Yeah, that's what I thought, you know? Like, I don't need to focus on phrasing with this. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish this? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and I carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? We're going to start with Yuri, because she's my favorite. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I'm going to start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate, which is not how I picked my words at all. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh, that's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Am I, Tokyo Overflow, am I easily influenced? No, not generally. No, I'm very much not easily influenced here. I usually do the influencing of other people. So, I should be fine, according to the game warning. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Especially something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I don't know what that sound that just came out of my mouth was, but we're going with it. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tzsweezy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, so it's about her. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so let's go to Natsuki. We were cuddling earlier. Let's see how this is going to play out. Silence. Silence questioningly. Okay, well, let's get started with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things, like watching anime. Ooh, in fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, haha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually never said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Okay, this character really is a shut-in neat. Man, this is bad. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school that thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, you know? Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand that. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on its face on purpose. And it helps bring out the feeling in that last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Sayori, best friend. This is a good poem, Tzsweezy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, yeah. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tzsweezy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Gwen DeSanto, welcome to the stream. How was your day? Kogi, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't get you a hey. Aku Rang, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. How was your guys' day? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. What was that, freaking Winnie the Pooh? Or Tigger, it was Tigger. Sorry guys, I am not the best voice actor, but as long as you're hanging out and enjoying yourselves, I'm glad you guys are around. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, Monica last. Hey, Tzsweezy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Thanks, man. I actually, you know what? I've never played this game, right? So I was watching the, I was like, okay, I kind of want to cheat, because I didn't really, I kind of know what's going on here a little bit, just because Reddit, r/DDLC pops up on the r/all, and I was like, man, I just want to see how people do this, and I turned into Doki Doki Literature Club streams on YouTube and Twitch, and The only guy that I found speaking English was like this Russian dude who was just doing all one voice, not really putting a whole lot of effort into it, stumbling over his words, and I was like, I could probably do better than that. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, my voice is starting to feel a little weird, but we're gonna keep doing it. So, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or thing we can do better, I'm always listening. I don't know what the big event means. I don't know. I know Monica is the bad guy in the end. But that's like all I know. I know that Monica is the one, the bad guy. I don't know what happens. I don't know what the big event is. I just, that's what I know. So, okay. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Wait, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Don't worry, Tzsweezy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Tzsweezy. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all sorts of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of... So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I mean, I'm kind of here to impress Yuri. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'll always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I'm glad you like those laughs. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! Already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Is that about murder? Did she kill someone and hide them in her wall? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Oh, she totally killed somebody. She totally ganked some dude and hit him in his wall. I'm kind of nervous about talking deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, I said ganked. I know my lingo. I'm from the hood. I live in the hood. I'm the whitest dude in the hood, but I'm from the hood. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki, both my girls, my favorites, out all these. My character knows what's up. He knows what I'm doing. He knows what I'm about. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. Oh, that's sexual in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But they popped up right as gingerly showed up. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't need to come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was actually looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tzsweezy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tzsweezy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tzsweezy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make sure everything I do out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tzsweezy started showing up. Natsuki, it's because she's always throwing her hands behind her back, right? Like, that's got it. That's it. That's the reason. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tzsweezy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She just started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tzsweezy. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Dark Matter, please keep real names out of the chat. Mr. Sword, if you're still around, could you do me the favor and remove those posts? Okay, I read that line already. You understand that, right, Tzsweezy? Well? Legendary Wolf, same for you, please. Please remove all of those. Thank you. Any real names? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course that's going to be, oh shoot. Do I go with the girl who I wrote a poem for, didn't really work out? No, Natsuki liked my poem. And here we go, Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Oh my gosh, the amount of times I have got stuck in an argument trying to do that right there. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. I just got the like the anime nod. Right? Oh, good. Don't clip that. Don't clip that on Twitch. Yeah, don't clip that. Anyways, so, but like the real like anime aqua, like, oh my gosh, I agree nod is what I just pictured in my head. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Tzsweezy. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Huh. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding contact with anybody. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Tzsweezy. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got to a little too used to. So by joining the club, we're responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still more time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. What about? That's not the most important thing in the literature club. The most important thing is having fun! Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Oh my gosh, my hair is getting, not obviously that length, but I wish my hair would flow constantly too. She's a wizard, Harry. In the end though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Tzsweezy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tzsweezy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Oh no, I'm not checking clips. I'm not checking clips till this whole thing is done. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. And I have 12 viewers on Twitch right now. What's up, you guys? If you're lurking, I love you. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the stream. If you are chatting, I love you too. Thanks for talking and going back. I've got 6 people on YouTube. This is awesome. I love it. Thanks for hanging out. Just thought I'd give you guys a shout out because you're here and I appreciate you. These voices are doing more damage than I thought. Okay. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. Water drinking contest. Yeah, it might be. It might be a water drinking contest for me. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tzsweezy, it's nice to get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? Oh, he's thinking he's gonna... Let's get it on. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, finna smash. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, so what do we learn about Yuri? Because obviously Yuri first. So, she feels like a cage. And insight. And horror. Right, I remember this. Thank you, Parker. I remember this. Okay. Broken. Ah, wrong. Okay. That's okay. Do. Question. Empty. No, dang it. Oh, because she's empty-brained. Okay. Captive. There we go. Hopeless. No, dang it. Okay. Defeat. Ah, dang it. Okay. Empty brain. Yeah. Incapable. There we go. Tragedy. Disaster. Graveyard. Grief. That's my dance right here. Okay, next word. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that. That was probably loud. Okay, infallible. No. Misfortune. Nah, dang it. Okay. Poof. Misery. Really? She's miserable? Secretive. There we go. Well, we got mostly Yuri here. All right. Let me just take a real quick second. Let me adjust my lighting here because I think there we go. That's a little bit better. Now that part of the screen is gone. Okay. Where it was like freaking out. Okay. So, I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Tzsweezy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Yeah. That's why I adjusted the light. It's gone now, so that's good. So, I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Like Uncle from, hold on, let me, I'm just gonna break character. One more thing from Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon. It was awesome. You're always hungry. And so that leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yeah, okay, whatever, Yuri. Yuri, tell Tzsweezy to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, Your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before even she told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hee. Wow. Whoa, did I just smack her? Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Okay, it wasn't me. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it is... revolution was what was written. Yeah, revolution. And that's why Yuri corrected her. So, yeah. But I had a moment of silence because I could not believe that she said revolution instead of retribution. Yeah, so... Smacked her in the face, tumbled onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna just give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Aw, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? It's the oldest trick in the book. Natsuki, oldest trick in the book. That's why whenever I have pizza, if my wife gets too cuddly, I move the pizza away. Because my wife does that. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the clubroom. She's probably killing someone. Where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I don't know about that, Yuri. Anime titties. Anime titties. You have the biggest in the group, so, you know. Hey, that's so true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. You know what Monica's gonna learn to play? The dun 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 dun. Just so you know when your doom is approaching. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tzsweezy. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything. Wait, so I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori is somehow finished with her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't actually give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from out of nowhere. I swear the amount of foreshadowing in this game or visual novel is absolutely absurd. It's like everything is pointing me like, this is so nice, it's gonna get really bad. It's gonna get really bad. Okay. So, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Doki Doki. I'm picking it up, what you're putting down. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tzsweezy? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. Yeah, I wanted it to get better. I wanted it to get so much better, but it's gonna get bad, isn't it? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like book and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I'm going to play a good deal of it tonight. I don't know. I have 2 more hours that I can stream per my agreement with my wife. So I'll be done at 10 at the absolute latest. But yeah, as much as I get through this thing, I'm going to get through. So, Amanda JG, thanks for following on Twitch. I know the thing didn't show up. I'm having some technical difficulties with our Streamlabs software. Shadow Kai, thank you for following on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. And then Wolf Dragon Eternal, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. Look forward to hanging out with you guys more in the future. Sorry you guys didn't get the notification. It's really funny. So, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Yeah, first act. Jader, rabbits. Yes. This is my first time playing through, so we've just kind of been going through. We're on the second poem reading thing. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Yeah, I was checking you out, girl. I was checking you out. Big old anime titties. Alright. Not really like that in real life. I'm in a character right now. Okay. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face once again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri is no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue to read the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce. They're kind of reminiscent about your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Tzsweezy, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Monica to the rescue. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Yeah, all right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to fix that green screen flutter. I got to move around my office a bit. So, let's show this. There we go. As soon as we start poems, before we start reading them, I'll fix that green screen flutter because it's just too far back right now. So, we might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Dude, bookmarks. Bookmarks are a thing. Okay, I am going to take a real short break just to kind of fix the screen flickering. So I will be right back, y'all. All right, so that should have fixed that. Okay, so who do we show the poem to first? Should be good. So you know what? Let's go ahead and I wrote my poem to try and impress Yuri. So since I'm doing this to try to impress Yuri, let's start out with Yuri. See how she likes it. To big old anime titties. I approve, Tokyo Overflow. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Tzsweezy, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of technique's worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it some more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Was she getting turned on by this poetry? That's right, man. You're watching poems, writing, poetry. Way to a woman's heart. In some games. And sometimes you gotta match, match love tokens or whatever. Alright. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. Sorry, that's the wrong voice. Wrong. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe that. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry for more and more frequently, or hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Yo! Whoa! Self-harm poem. Dadgum. Oh my goodness. Corndog Jr., welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I know what it's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Tzsweezy? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel it like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Alright, we show it to Sayori next. Okay. Oh, I like this one, Tzsweezy. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. All right, Sword. Thanks for hanging out. Adios. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I'm just conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, Anderson, we are going through Doki Doki. I'm doing voices. It's a little interesting. Feel free to stay a while. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try to giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, I took a water sip during the break, so I'm pretty good. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a hug. And then make it a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that is unexpectedly poetic. Actually, a pretty good way to do it. It is? Wizard Frog, do me a favor. Please keep all names, real names, out the chat, please. Thank you. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Tzsweezy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In bottles. All in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more and more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them all from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for friends, my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. echo inside my head. Man, that took a turn. That's sad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't wait. I can't do this yet. I gotta recover from that poem. That was, man, that hit a chord. That hit a chord in me. Man. All right. Happy little cloud. Happy little cloud. Turn it into a rainbow. We got this. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. He's going to slice you like bread. Thanks, Tokyo. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. It's always the ones that are cheerful the most that are usually the ones that are hurting the most. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's something Robin Williams would say a lot. Chris Farley and stuff. So keep that in mind. Okay. Happy thoughts. Bottles on a shelf. Okay. Yeah, I'll be fine the rest of the game. I got this. But, man, it's just making me think. Like, I'm glad I work with students because one of the cool things about working with students is really that I get to, help out with kids. Like, I deal with a lot of kids that go through stuff like this. So this is, it's hitting home because I'm thinking about a lot of students that I've worked with over the years. Not just when I was a teacher, but when I was a youth pastor too, and it's making me think about them. I think they're all doing pretty good now, but man, they went through some rough stuff. So, all right, we're good. We're back to this game of weird depression and horror. I guess this would be the time for another disclaimer. If you're not good with depression or suicide or whatever, you should probably stop now. But deeper we go. All right. The point is, it came out really good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. Morgan, welcome back. I am on the second read-through of poems now. Had to stop, take a break, and kind of fix some details going on, but yeah. So, I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die, which is probably sooner than you think, Sayori. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. At me with every diet plan I've ever done. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem next? We're going to go Natsuki, who's not going to like it at all. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That is offensive. That was a little unnecessary, Natsuki. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away and like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Beard Boy, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. There's usually an animation that goes, but we're having some technical difficulties tonight, so welcome to the stream. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this. Poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk, an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks but that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of or make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah. It's not like I wouldn't judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who feel weird. I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. And Monica. Hi again, Tzsweezy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Probably 8. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. Great job, Tzsweezy. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waves form, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like a playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Save me? Load me. I don't get it. I don't get it, but okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Actually, okay, yeah, okay, fine. So we'll save here. Wednesday, there we go. Okay. Load that game. Okay. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what this is about, though. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might need to change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell what we're actually going to be doing. Hello, Yuri. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I thought you had heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hey. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? You know I do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is us standing in front of a room of people for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Atsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. Ha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each one of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your own poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way of the Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. That's right, Yuri. Be fierce and confident. And the poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity. Okay. She snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even by herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I giggled. Hey, Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tzsweezy liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Tzsweezy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tzsweezy lower everyone else's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if they give life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. Yeah, it is. Why are you all looking at me? Is a really weird poem, but you know, if you go to a couple open mic nights, you'll find some poems that are titled stuff like that. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope all of you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Wow. 2.5 hours of reading out loud, guys. You're still here. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. I've talked all day. Oh, that was a water gulp. Geez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting on all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. It's been a long 2.5 hour read. But welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out, all of you. All right. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we'll have this weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Okay, so Tokyo Overflow, I stream, because I'm a small streamer, I stream both to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. So I've got some people watching on YouTube right now, so if you see it popping up in the box and it doesn't come through in the Twitch, it's because they're on YouTube. And then obviously if you're on YouTube and you see things pop up in the box that aren't there, but I'm not really sure if that box is really working as well as it's supposed to. But yeah, because technical difficulties have been plaguing my wife and I for the last 2 days. So, but thanks for asking, so I could explain. All right, it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going to home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehe. Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Yuri, I like you and your purple hair and your anime titties. Of course, you know, all of them are really cute, but pink hair, purple hair, kind of awesome. But still, how do I respond to that? It's okay, Tzsweezy. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. It's about a literature club, Tatiana. It's about a book club. Yeah, so I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. No, anime titties with a D. T-I-D-D-I-Es. Okay. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. Wait. No, wait, go. Dang it, I didn't save. Dang it. When I think, like, subscribe to the Twitch channel, you mean? Dang it. Okay, so, whatever. I don't care anymore. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Because she's hot. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Yeah, telling the waifu you're gonna walk with another girl. Not the best of not the best. Reclusant, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. No, you know what? I could still save this, right? Like, I could go back. I could skip all the stuff that I've watched already, right? What's history do? Oh, history is just like a conversation. Okay, return. Okay. No, I've never played this game before. No. In class, like always. Okay, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club has a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? All right. So, is this kind of like... is this kind of like Honey Pop where I have to, like, keep doing a poem for the same person over and over again to, like, go out with them? I'll wait for the chat to help me out. Because if it is, then I will totally go after Yuri again. But if it's not, okay, it literally goes nuts soon. So, like, okay, cool. So then we're gonna try to go for Yuri again. Philosophy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Captive. There we go. Misfortune. Oh, it's the wrong one. Okay, yes. That's right. When that beat drops, I was ready. Empty. God dang it. Okay, Cage, I know that one is her. Freaking dang it. Okay. What do you mean depression is her? Okay. Okay, gotta get these right. Melancholy. There we go. Existence. There we go. Okay, she likes metaphorical terms. Okay. That's dark. Too close. Suicide. Too close. Nope. Together. Nope. Insight. There we go. Sweet. Calm. Hurt. After image. Judgment. It's gonna be after image. Memories. Comfort. Graveyard. Contamination. Nature. Passion. Happiness. Contamination. There we go. Hey, Chris, welcome to the stream. All right, well, if you're from my class, just a couple of things. In the chat, don't use anybody's real names, so... Okay, we're going to go with Sensation. Entropy. I know that wasn't done. There we go. Little Shrimp, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Little Shrimp number 3. How's it hanging? It's hanging. It's hanging. I'm enjoying this. This is I'm trying to do it like a Yuri pleasure. All right. I'm trying to go after Yuri here. This is my first time ever playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So if it's your first time in the stream, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. How was your day? All right. Back to the voices after a drink of water. Man, I'm gonna need more water soon. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it was for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I don't know why she just got a weird European accent, British fake thing there. You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that makes no sense in translation. Fourth wall, Monica. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ika is squid. Thank you, Christopher, for that Japan joke. For that Japan helpfulness. Okay. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Dang it, I messed up. I messed up. I should have said I would have walked home with you. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it, Sayori. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry, shores of a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. No, little shrimp, I didn't bully the Sayori. I just said if, I answered yes, I would walk home with Yuri. If she asked to walk home, because I was like, I walk home with you every day. And if she asked to walk home, sure, why not? So. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. Sayori's gonna kill herself now, isn't she? Shoot. Dang it. Oh, well, that's her problem, not mine. I didn't do anything wrong. I just gave an answer. Okay, so the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Tzsweezy, what's up? 444 Reclusant. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Tzsweezy, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading in too much into it, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Tzsweezy. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe you just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Tzsweezy. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. Hey, you're so funny, Tzsweezy. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. You should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear it from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly as with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big a deal. I was just feeling a little uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not like that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Tzsweezy, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. No, Tokyo. Yuri is waifu. So you think that there may be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. This is what I've been waiting for. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as soon as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel the same way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple dude. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and we'll go get some water. She walks past me, sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell you there's something wrong with helping involve Tzsweezy in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Tzsweezy. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? You're possessive and jealous. No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Tzsweezy, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as it may seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Holy crap! Am I the voice of reason to help all these, suicidal girls, through their life? And, am I, the voice of the light, the friend that's, trying to help them not be so dang crazy and suicidal and, deal with all these emotions? And I just, fail in all of my efforts? What? What? Oh my goodness. Okay. I am not the Messiah, but I can see that I fail. Yeah. But, okay, it's good to know. That's my role. I am literally playing the role of, good friend who cares about the sanity and, helpfulness. I just want them to, confirm Tzsweezy as a failure. Yes. You know what? There is a will. There is a way. I will save these girls. Maybe one of them. Maybe one of them. Probably none of them. But maybe. Alright. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Tzsweezy, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Tzsweezy, do you like oolong tea? Only the monkey-picked version. I like monkey-picked oolong tea. General oolong tea is okay, too. Green tea is just terrible. So. Okay. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now, it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. You know, Little Shrimp, my life, I have done that. I have probably helped in that that conquest of going and saving the world from suicide a few times. More than a few times. Sometimes people just need a friend. So, I think that's what Jesus would do, right? Friend to the friendless, father to the fatherless. That was Jesus, so that's what I've tried to live. Okay, Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Yeah, I'm actually out of water, Tokyo. The next time I need a water sip, I'm going to have to take a break and go get some water. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Though, this is a very dangerous game for anybody who's like trying to help like people through this. Like dating the person who's got the issue is a terrible thing to do because as soon as you leave, their support structure goes away, and you don't want to be that. So just a heads up if you're like, oh no, my girlfriend is like really struggling with this. So, like that's not really something you can save them from. They kind of have to save themselves from it. Dating someone, to help them is not a great idea. Just a thought. Okay, if anybody else has a hero complex like this guy, it's something I learned. Okay. All right. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Tzsweezy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Tzsweezy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Hey, why's that? It'll be a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. It's because them giant anime titties hurts. Guys don't understand. But they're painful. Alright. So I do my best to manage. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! Yes. You know what? As a fat boy, I do understand. Unfortunately, fat guy titties are not as beautiful as anime titties. But they're every bit as heavy. I have terrible reading posture. Nuri, welcome to the stream. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Welcome. How was your day? Tokyo, don't get ridiculous. But yes. Okay, so I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Wait, that was my voice. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Bad User 117, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? An actual anime girl is touching me. Man titties less than anime titties. Yes, man titties are not as good. Anime titties are greater than man titties every day. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually touch her chest. No, she's doing it, dog. She's doing it. Touch it. That's literally, she knows what she's doing. Touch it. No girl just does that. She is very aware. It is very hard for a woman. Nuri, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Also, Max K, thanks for the donation. Thank you so much for your support. Like that little animation? That's what I do every time I got my pennies. So, anyways, yeah, women don't just do that. They are grossly aware of how often men stare and do that stuff. So, if a woman puts you in that type of situation, dude, she knows what she's doing. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Now let me just say, that is not permission to touch her chest. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't put yourself in a position to, like, touch her chest because she's there and you're like, oh, she thinks, like, no, play it cool, wait for permission, like a real man or woman or whatever. Don't be a pervert or a sexual predator. Don't do those things. Thanks for the follow, Bad User 117, Nuri, and Finster, and Little Shrimp number 3. Sorry, there's no thing. For some reason, the alert box isn't working, but thanks and welcome to the stream. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Nice, ABC 123. I see booby, I touch booby. With my wife, and only my wife, yes. But, you know, don't do that with other people. Respect women. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get some smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Nice, ABC 123. Not going to answer that question. All right. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Nuri, I stream Fortnite. I have streamed Fortnite a couple of times, guys. Thank you, Little Shrimp number 3, for that very big thing. The text that I meant, not thing. This is getting awkward. Phrasing. All right, getting back to what we were doing. Okay. Yeah, no, I want nothing to do with Fortnite. I want nothing to do with Fortnite anymore. Nick Connor 13, welcome. How are you doing? All right, then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Oh, I'm even feeding her chocolate. Oh, look at this. So adorable. Like, one for me, one for you. Except, you know, I do this kind of with my wife. But, like, it's like, one for me, one for me, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for me. You know, I just like, you know, whatever. I don't share chocolate well. She simply parts her lip as if this situation is completely natural. Oh, she knows exactly what she's doing right now. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression subtly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tzsweezy. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... Hey, wife. My wife just walked in, guys. She'd been at work this whole time. So I read that line, read those lines, and I got this, like, presence over my shoulder. And she's standing there just, like, judging me. You know, like, Like as only wives can do. They're just like, they look at you and they know. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe not. But here we go. All right, we're gonna get back to it. Hey, babe, welcome back. Sup? There we go. That's my wifey. That's my wifey. That's my real life waifu right there. Okay, back to Yuri, the anime waifu. Okay, hey, actually, babe, can you get me water? Yeah, PandiKat knew I was playing this tonight, but yeah, it's still judgment. Okay. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Mr. Crab Eyes. The situation has gotten really tense, and probably so has his pants. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. No, donating will not get you any bonus points IRL, so I appreciate the donations, but no bonus points IRL. So, by this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I noticed her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Almost read that as breasts, not gonna lie. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate, place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Oh. And that was getting hot and steamy. Thanks, Monica, for preventing me from having to read the rest of that. I appreciate you so much right now. Oh my gosh, that was perfect anime timing. Well done, developer of this visual novel. Oh my goodness. That was awkward. Don't you come in here and judge me.
I'm judging.
Don't you judge me.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Oh my
Keep
god.
them safe from the waifus.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That just happened. All right, so I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 of this next week. Man. So I don't have much longer in my stream, but let's keep going. So, okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Tzsweezy, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm actually doing this right now. I will play just about anything. So, just a thing. Yes, no, my next stream is Saturday. I will be playing Skyrim, sir. So tune in next week for the next thing. We're gonna get through these poems and then to the end of the day, and we'll save and we'll stop at the end of this day. So, a couple of things. If you want to stay connected and find out about when I'm streaming next, there's schedule listed down in the Twitch description. You can also click on the Discord icon, and it'll take you to my Discord page, or my Discord server. So feel free to come hang out. Thank you for the host, Kyoden. Feel free, come hang out in the Discord chat. You'll get announcements as when we're doing streams. My wife also streams, so she streams other things. Yes, I am going to save. Thank you very much. We're going to actually just save over that. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll return. So I guess, yeah. And so my next stream will be Saturday. My wife, I believe, is streaming tomorrow. You can check her out on Twitch at PandiKat. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Nice ABC123 and Coyote Meow. Appreciate it. So, with that said, let's read some poems. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy, liar. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Tzsweezy. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Rainbow Ami, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Nuri, how do I feel about Jesus?
Yeah.
I love Jesus. Whoa, it's working! For some reason, it's finally working. Welcome to the family. Yes, welcome. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Very suspicious. I got a feeling she's going to die tonight, and that sucks. But all I said was I was going to walk home with Yuri if she asked. I didn't say I liked Yuri. I didn't say anything else. So if she kills herself, not my problem. Okay, so let's go to Natsuki. But yeah, Nuri, I love Jesus. He's and I believe what he said. I think we should follow. Like, I try to live how he taught to live. So I fail at that a lot, but I try. This is seriously a step backwards. I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's just kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki elbows connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should just really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea. Let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That's a good poem, actually. I really like that. Really like that. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to try something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Favorite ramen flavor? Chicken. Definitely chicken ramen. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with your message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really only see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then try to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Yuri. Tzsweezy, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Don't spoil things for me. I've never played this game. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling... I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anybody. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Tzsweezy, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Oh shit, this is... God, I'm gonna be paying attention to my kids tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Fuck this game. And this sad music. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you know just would make a really good friend. Shit. God dang it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do this in episodes because there's only so much of this I can take. Okay. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Tzsweezy. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all of these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you, that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Tzsweezy. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. Man, oh shoot. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. This is why there's a chair in front of my desk. Frick. Okay. Okay. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how I deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Why this game, Mango? This game was requested, and I will play just about any game that gets requested on either the request form down in the description or on Twitch if you click on the About Me link, or on Discord if you send a request in the stream request form. I will play just about any game. I'm trying to do one so anyways, I'm trying to do one stream of requested content a week. So whatever you guys want to see me play through or do whatever, I will stream. So but I'm gonna stream each one to kind of completion. So like with this, like I'm gonna stop today after these poems, and then next week for my requested stream I'll pick this back up, so I'll keep streaming to completion. But if there's something you want to see, feel free to request it on the Discord or in that request form. So yeah, shoot, man, this is tough. Okay, let's read this. Yeah, and then Anderson, the reason you're getting some thing is Twitch does have some filtering on some stuff, excuse me, and I tried to like have it filter for some swearing and stuff, and a couple of words and phrases I don't want said. So that's that. So if anybody wants to help me figure out how to set up Nightbot, let me know, or Chatbot since I use Streamlabs OBS. So, all right, beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath, gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Shoot. Okay, checking the Discord real quick. Got a friend request here. I'll accept that. Okay, TKZ Life, what's going on down in here? I don't know who created that image, but oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. So, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're back. Oh man. This is tough. Okay. The Buff Suki, yeah. Okay. And I see that you put clips and stuff on there. So, okay. So welcome to the Discord, everybody who's in the Discord. Let's get back to these. We have some poems to read. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And Monica. Hi, Tzsweezy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like lights turn on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth, a lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star gleaming in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes. I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Because you always snap for poetry. I didn't do that for anybody else's, though, but I thought that poem was pretty good. Even if I didn't agree with it, like, philosophically. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. I guess with that explanation, I don't disagree with that poem as much as I thought I did. There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about these things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that... Oh, shoot! That was a fourth wall break. Wow. Okay. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you what your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want you to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is in a mood to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Have a good night, Tokyo Overflow. Thanks for hanging out. Adios, Beard Boy. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my relationship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I cannot be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression subtly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Tzsweezy, the one who is truly useless. Thanks, Monica. Don't say that. I said, thanks, Monica. She said, don't say. Okay, that's probably just scripting. Oh, I said that to myself. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that was tripping me out for sure. Okay. Both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you gave one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Oh, I'm sure you could do something dirty. I'm gonna save right now. I'm gonna save right there, okay? Because if I choose wrong, I can come back. Okay. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Tzsweezy may not like being around you if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more assisting me with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Yeah, all right. Well, listen, my wife just gave me water. But I have been reading for almost 4 hours now, so I'm allowed a couple of missteps live, you know? So, sounds like you're just making some excuses for Tzsweezy to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Tzsweezy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So, I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, Tzsweezy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna save again right here. We're gonna save again right here. Yeah, we'll overwrite that save. Okay. So I'm gonna go with on this one. I'm gonna go to Sayori. Because I got a bad feeling Sayori's not gonna make it if I don't go to her. So, jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Oh, so I am not able to go to Sayori at all. Okay. So, in that case, we'll go after the waifu I've been trying to get. So, Yuri, here we go. Well, I'll probably be most helpful to Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Tzsweezy? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Tzsweezy? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turned out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Tzsweezy picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? No, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already had the trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. And Sayori's gone and killed herself. And dadgummit, she was needed. Ah. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. Now I just gotta clean the house up because, ladies coming over. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Tzsweezy. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Nope, saving here. And ending it on a cliffhanger. So, guys, it is 10 o'clock. And you are going to hate me, but we're going to stop right here. So, yeah, I told my wife 10 minutes, like 30 minutes ago. So, we are done. I know you hate. Tune in next week. I will continue from this point. Welcome to the anime cliffhangers. Next week, honestly, I try to do my requested ones on Monday. So probably Monday I'll be finishing this. Saturday will be my Skyrim stream. So come hang out Saturday, and then Monday I'll probably hit this again. So, all right, guys, I am out of here. Thank you for hanging out. It has been a blast. I will see you next time. So, adios. I'm Tzsweezy. Thanks for watching with TKZ Life. Peace, y'all.